A hero's welcome for a Sudanese woman who faced the death penalty because she's a Christian. Meriam Ibrahim and her family, they're now in the U.S. with plans of making a new home in New Hampshire. That is where her husband once lived. Laura Ingle, she's live for us in New York. Laura, this has been quite a long journey for this family.
It has indeed, Heather. Meriam Ibrahim's arrival to the U.S. marks the end of an 18-month ordeal, which has been closely followed by many around the world. Now, Ibrahim arrived in New Hampshire last night to a lot of love, as you saw, and cheers from her relatives and friends. Ibrahim first flew to Philadelphia with her American husband and 2 children Thursday, where Mayor Michael Nutter welcomed her and called her a world freedom fighter. Now, Ibrahim's conflict began when her family in Sudan turned her into authorities for abandoning Islam. She was thrown into jail and, while pregnant, sentenced to death by hanging. Ibrahim had said that she has always been a Christian, having been raised by her Christian mother, but her father is Muslim, and therefore, according to Sudan's version of Islamic law, she is also Muslim and cannot convert. After intense international pressure, her conviction was set aside, and she was freed in June, although she was initially stopped from leaving the country and took refuge at a U.S. embassy in Sudan. Heather.
Laura, what happens now? What's the next step?
Well, the pastor of Bethany Covenant Church in New Hampshire told reporters that the next step would be to get the family settled, adding there has been tons of support from the community to help the family get its life a little closer to normal. Abraham's husband and friends were clearly overjoyed with her return last night.
Can you tell us how your wife feels being in the United States for the first time?
I can't describe that, really. I can't describe it.
I was pulling for her. We prayed that she will make it safe, and it's a safe landing, and she had a safe trip. And that's what we were praying for, that she get here safe.
And New Hampshire has become somewhat of a safe haven for Sudanese escaping civil war. There are about 500 living in the state. Heather?
All right. Laura Ingle joining us live. Thank you, Laura.